fight happened this way, because normally he's the guy who lasts longer, who takes some shot, and he's still there, and then he finishes guys in the end of the second or in the third round. So it's cool that I was that guy this time.
Just this fight week and in there now, was there anything that you learned that you can take into this next one that maybe you didn't know since it was your first UFC fight?
Yeah, so it was like 6 or 7 years ago for last time I cut weight, so it's nice to have that process down a little bit now. Yeah, at the end of the day, it's still fighting, and I know this is something I know how to do, so hopefully I get to show it off a couple more times.
And last question for me, is there anybody in the top 5 that you kind of have your eye on outside of the champion? I'm assuming the champion's somebody, but what about someone else? Anyone?
Yeah, I was just training with Strickland over the last couple of weeks, so it wouldn't be as nice to call him out, I guess. But why not Hamzat? That'd be a nice matchup, grappling-wise. Yeah, it'd be cool.
What was it like training with Sean? Is he as insane as?
Yeah, basically, yeah. But very nice too. We had some fun things. He told me to get out of the cage because I wasn't part of the team, and then he came running after me and said, "Holland, Holland." I'm sorry, I was wrong. You can use the cage. So he's, there's some humbleness there too. So I really liked him.
Thank you.
RDR. You know, this might be a silly question because you're a double champion. You fought in a major organization, but was there any UFC jitters tonight?
Nah. So after all these years fighting, and I'm getting a little older as an athlete. That part is pretty much under control. I don't really get too anxious anymore, and I'm trying to enjoy every moment. I'm trying to be in the moment. I don't try to look ahead too much. I don't try to look ahead to the fight too much. It's a fucking gift to even be here. Most people are stuck in the office all week, and then in the weekend they have to spend time with the kids they don't like, and I'm just. I'm here with my friends. They're all gambling all week, but but I get to train. At home I get to spend a lot of time with my family, with my kids. I get to go out for you guys here, put on a show, fight people. Life is good, huh?
Can you talk a little bit more about the game plan going into the fight? Like, was it obvious that you wanted to get him down to the ground? Like, you dropped him at the end of the first round. Like, did you think you were robbed of a knockout?
I don't know. I keep dropping these guys, but I don't know how to ground and pound right yet. So this is something I need to work on. I get them to go to the floor, but then I go, oh, fuck, what did I not do now? So I have to practice this a little bit.
Was it nice? You know, I'm sure you've seen the comments for several years. The best fighters don't fight in the UFC, blah, 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 blah.
That's bullshit.
So was it nice to, get in the UFC and get a win over a UFC fighter?
Yes, it's very nice to finally be here. And it's cool that the future is bright now, that I have something to look forward to, that I know I can fight soon again, get the next fight going, and yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad.
Would you like to fight over in Europe with the UFC going over to Europe next year?
Look, I'm already so fucking thankful for you guys. Whatever the UFC wants of me, I'll do it. Yeah, just give me a call. I'm ready.
And then finally for me, I just want to know about the weight cut. Obviously, you haven't been down in middleweight for a minute.
Yeah.
How was it a bad weight cut? Can you kind of talk about that?
No, so the guys at the PI really, really helped me. So I don't know if people know this, but for the last 3 weeks, they cooked every meal for me, did all my supplements. They gave me all the instructions about what to do, how to get used to the heat. Everything was planned out. The help with the rehydration, they have everything set for you. They have all the meals for you afterwards. I see they even have fucking meals for you guys. You're not even cutting weight. So this I've really been treated like a king, which is amazing.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I know you wanted to go out there and put on a great show for the UFC debut, but going in the third round, looking at the judges' scorecard, you both had a round. So going into the third round, what's your corner telling you as you're going out there for the third?
They were saying you both have a round, so it's time to finish this motherfucker.
And I know I mean, I know you don't want to. You said you don't get anxious going into fights and other stuff, but as you're going that third, you wanted to get a finish. You wanted to make a note. So, is there any pressure in your head? Is there any voice in your head? Like, what are you thinking as that round's progressing?
Nah, if this is the goal to get at for me in the fight, a state of no mind, no thinking, no thoughts, just action.
So, when you think back about your performance, are you happy overall?
Yeah, I'm happy. It had to happen this way. A little bit of struggle is good for me, I think. Some more new things to change, some things to work on, and didn't get hurt. Got the win, got the finish, so no complaints.
I heard John Jones was out there. Did you try to look him up and see what he thought about your performance or anything?
Yeah, I was looking at if I saw him, but I didn't see him anymore. But I got him with the elbow, right? So John, come on.
That's awesome. Congrats on your victory.
Thank you.
Just a quick one for me.
Yeah.
Congrats on the win. Amazing debut. I don't think it could have gone any better. Even the fact that your fight was moved up to co-main.
Yeah.
You're like, man, okay, what else? If I wait a little longer, how more perfect could it be?
Yeah, cool. Huh? So yeah, everything lined up. Time for even bigger, better things, hopefully.
There's so many finishes tonight, and thank you for yet another one. If you were to get to 50,000, what do you do with that bonus?
We have some costs at home coming up. So my wife and I, we bought a new house. We're looking for a new place for the gym. So maybe spending some time in Miami. It's not that cheap in Florida. So I have some things to spend it on. Yeah, and maybe my friends want to spend some money as well tonight.
All right, man. Well, officially welcome. Congrats on the win, sir.
Thank you.
Now they're going to hold you to it.
Carlos,
Hi, good night.
where's the cigarettes?
Bro, I was planning to smoke right now because I know you guys would ask about that. But that lady say I cannot smoke right here because if I start to smoke, she need to get the cigarette out and leave, you know?
It's oh, and also you shaved before the fight. What's up?
Yeah. I was thinking I'm not really handsome, you know? So I take off, I shave it.
Understandable. It's been a few minutes since your fight, man. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling awesome. I train a lot for today. I training hard, and I was really happy, really motivated. So I'm feeling awesome.
He came out, tried to take you down a lot. Were you expecting that?
Yeah. Not many times like he did, but I expected he come. Yeah, I really expected he would come take down early on the fight, you know. But the first time I defended takedown, and then I was more confident, and then I defend again, and then I defend again, and I was really confident. So it was good.
This might be a silly question, but was the game plan just not knock him out?
Yeah, every fight you're gonna see me doing the same game plan. You know, defense takedown and try to knock my opponent out.
You know, first UFC main event. How does that feel? You know, to get a knockout on your first main event and headline your first show.
Bro, it's like a dream. Like a few years ago, not few years ago, I think 2 years ago or 1 year and a half, I was fighting like for maybe $200, you know. And now I'm doing a lot of money. Yeah, it's a dream. I work hard for this for many years, and I'm really happy. But it's still like a dream.
There's a good chance for you to be like the breakout fighter of 2024, right? Like 4 wins, 4 knockouts. Everyone's talking about you. Headline your first show. Do you believe that you might be like the breakout fighter of the year?
What I mean is breakout. It's like,
Like rookie, kind of like a new fighter of the year, basically.
yeah, I think so, bro. You know, not because I'm talking about myself, but I think so. It's 4 fights in 10 months and 4 bonus of performance of nights. So I think so. I think it's the most UFC active fighter, yeah? I think nobody did 4 fights in 10 months this year. I don't think so.
Might be Charles Johnson, the flyweight, but I think you're.
Yeah, he
might be-
fight a lot. I know him. We trained together in Thailand. And yeah, he fight a lot.
After the fight, you called out Jack Della for Australia or Jeff Neal. What about those matchups kind of excites you?
Bro, to be honest, I think the best option would be against Jack Della Maddalena, but you have the rank. So I think he's number 4, and probably next Tuesday I will be 15. So I don't know if he gonna accept the fight. Also, if UFC gonna do that fight, you know, if they think interesting or something like that. But if it's so far and UFC and Jack Della Maddalena don't agree with that fight, I would be happy fight against Jeff New. Probably would be cool.
Are you going to be on the phone tomorrow calling the matchmakers, be like, dude, get me on Australia. Like, I have to fight there?
Say again?
Are you going to call the matchmakers this week and be like, get me on Australia?
Yeah, definitely I want to come to Australia. I want to fight the 8th February. I want to visit my daughter. I really like to go to Australia. And yeah, I can't wait to fight there again.
I think you said on Wednesday that after Australia, you want to kind of take a break and let your body heal.
Yeah. I have a lot of injuries, so probably, of course, I want to fight in Australia, and UFC give me the fights before I'm gonna see with my doctors, with my teammates, if it's health to me. But I think so. But you know, they are better than me. But yeah, I have a lot of injuries, so let's see. But I really want to fight in Australia.
And after the fight, you took a picture with John Jones. How cool was that?
Man, it's crazy. I know when I was walking to the cage and I was on the cut, man, they pressed Vaseline on my face and things like that. And then I opened my eyes and then I saw John Jones with the Fighting Arts glass, and then I was screaming, "Ah!" And I was like, man, it's like a dream.
Awesome. Congrats.
Thank you so much.
Whose idea was it to bring all the glasses for the people in the crowd? That was pretty good idea.
The guy, Caio Borralho, I think, quantos você trouxe? I think we have 50. We bring 50. Yeah, you guys want to?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Dá pra todo mundo aí, ó, que os caras querem.
I meant to ask you about how much is you wore the necklace at the weigh-in. How much does the necklace weigh? Because you made weight pretty easy even with the necklace. How heavy is the necklace? Do you have any idea?
I don't know. The old one, I was the last fight, is heavier than this one. It's almost a half kilo. But this one is not too heavy, you know, not too heavy. But also I'm easy to make weight. I cut like 2 kilos, 3 kilos, and then I make weight, so easy.
And I know you talked about how it was neat to see John Jones out there. I mean, I know a lot of fighters like to get the praise from other fighters. You know, you work so hard, but to get respect from your peers. What does it mean to you when you hear the commentary team like Michael Bisping, Paul Felder, and then Laura Sanko just singing your praises as your fight? Does that make you feel good as a fighter?
Yeah, I'm feeling awesome. You know, when I was like a little bit younger, usually I was watching that guys on TV, and today they talking about me. Today I sit on ESPN like channel with Kamaru Usman, Paul Felder, Rashad Evans. And I was, bro, it's like a dream.
Yeah, kind of have to pinch yourself, huh?
Say again?
Kind of have to pinch yourself to make sure you're not dreaming, right?
Yeah.
And last thing for me, the internet always has people talking crazy shit. You have people that are saying that strike on Magny's head wasn't a solid strike, that Magny took a flop. What do you say to people that think that hit didn't hurt Neil Magny?
Can you say again?
Yeah, a lot of there's people on the internet that say that hit didn't really hit Neil Magny that hard, and that he just flopped to the ground.
Yeah.
What would you say to people that
I
that are
think
saying
I think they should come here and let me give a punch on his head, and then after they can talk.
You know, because a lot of times, especially the shot they said it hit the top of the temple. What does that do to a fighter when you take a shot right there?
You know, when I fought Li Jingliang, was the same the first knockdown. I hit his head, and then he goes down, you know. So I think Neil Magny was the same. And I train a lot of boxing. I train boxing many times, maybe 4 times per week. And, you know, my hand, when I punch you, no matter where or how, you're gonna get hurt.
Because when it hits there, it's just lights out. Your body shuts down, right?
Yeah. It's on the head is different on the face, you know. Like on the face, you get like how can I say? Como que fala tonto? Yeah, a little bit dizzy. But on the head, like cut your legs and you don't feel nothing, and then you come back, you know. So I think people's talking shit. They should come here and let me hit his head, and then they talk after.
Was that the biggest win of your career right there?
Yeah, for sure.
Did you get a chance to talk with him afterwards? Do you guys share any words?
Say again.
Did you get to talk with Neil afterwards? Did you say anything?
Yeah. I say it was a pleasure to share the cage with him.
Yeah.
He's a legend, like most wins on my weight division. I think he was the fighter of the year 2014, you know. And I was like, I think I had 20 years old or something like that. Bro, it's crazy. So it's a huge honor fight him, and I'm really happy with this opportunity.
Congrats on your victory.
Thank you.
Well done, sir, tonight. Fantastic job. Thank you for the glasses. You're going to probably be a ranked fighter on Monday. Already an incredible year, so many highlights, so many accomplishments. What does that say to your hard work to have that number next to you on Monday?
I had a lot of hard work. It means a lot because many years, like be far away of my mom and friends, and I was living in Thailand. You know, now my hard work is wake up at 6 at morning because I had training in São Paulo 9:30. É 10:30 ou 9:30? You know, I wake up 6 a.m. because I had to train in São Paulo 10:30. So I need to wake up and then drive for 2 hours and get ready to train in São Paulo. And then I drive again for 2 hours and then train again in my city. So I think it's a lot of hard work, not only inside on the gym, you know, but every day, all day, doing that, living the process. So I think now it's time to get everything what the hard work give me.
Absolutely. When we talked to you on Media Day, you kind of gave us a little Conor McGregor prediction, you know, first round knockout, watch you guys are going to see. And you were able to do that. If it didn't happen, what was rounds 2 and 3, 4, 5 going to look like? What was the, you know, because I know you guys prepared. There's no way you guys don't. Fighting nerds. What was 2, 3, 4, and 5 going to paint a picture of what could have happened?
I was thinking about knocking him out on round number 3. Yeah, because he's a tough opponent. I knew already he would try to take me down. Not like he did, but, you know, I have a lot of experience. But, yeah, I was expecting around 2 or 3.
That's awesome, man, because you lived, you know, you have the top guys here to be able to finish them. That's crazy. I guess that CP is not just your name, but like crazy power. Possibly a bonus. And what does 2025 look like? Give me an idea. Besides calling out the top guys, what else, and being with family, of course, seeing your daughter, what else do we expect from Carlos 2025?
Now I think you can expect a more intelligent, smart fighter, you know. Now, like I said before on this week, it's time to think with my brain, not with my heart. So let's see. I'm going to sit with my team, my teammates, and decide what is better, you know, take the right fights on the right time, and do things like that.
Excellent. Congratulations on the win. Well done, sir.
Thank you so much.
Guys, put the glasses on. Let's take a picture, yeah?